Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I know it's been forever, but today I want to show you guys how I make this burrito bowl inspired by Chipotle, which is one of my favorite places to eat. I did my research on all the recipes and believe me, it all tastes pretty close, if not better than the real thing. So let's get started with the corn salsa. Okay, so we're just going to start by cutting the jalapenos in half to take the seeds out. Otherwise, it would be way too spicy if you kept them in, but if you can handle that, by all means, keep them seeds. Once the seeds are carved out, I'm just going to dice the jalapenos into smaller pieces. Once you're finished with that, just set the jalapenos aside for now and grab your red onion and chop that into fine pieces as well. I love red onions. Off camera, I washed and dried my cilantro and picked off the leaves and chopped them up as well. Once that's done, throw all your ingredients into a bowl with your sweet corn and mix it all up. And don't forget to add lemon and lime juice. I use equal parts. And I don't like adding too much salt to my food. I didn't even use all of this. That's just my own personal preference, but you can use salt and pepper as well. The mild salsa is super easy. It basically has the same ingredients as the corn salsa. I didn't have any regular tomatoes that day, but I diced up these cherry tomatoes and it worked out just fine. Stir up all the ingredients. And once that's done, set it aside in the refrigerator to marinate until you're done with everything else. Okay, now onto the cilantro lime rice. This recipe calls for either jasmine or basmati rice. I can't remember which one. I didn't have that, so good old Uncle Ben is just gonna have to do. And it turned out just fine. I just followed the directions on the back of the bag. Just keep in mind that whole grain rice always takes a little longer to cook. I boiled the water before dumping in the rice and added a tablespoon of butter and basil leaves. For the chicken, I pretty much did my own thing. I seasoned it to my liking a couple hours before and I let it marinate in the fridge until I was ready to cook it. Here I'm just chopping up the chicken breast into little cubes and then I'll cook it in some extra virgin olive oil. Once the rice is done cooking, you can toss it into a bowl and allow it to cool down. Once the rice has fully cooled down, you can add the lemon and lime, some salt if you like, and some chopped cilantro leaves. But make sure the rice has completely cooled down before you add the cilantro leaves, otherwise they'll turn brown and we don't want that. I just sliced the peppers and onions and sauteed them in a pan with some extra virgin olive oil as well. Added some salt and pepper and oregano. I personally don't cook my peppers too long because I don't like them to be soft. I like them to have a little crunch to them, so cook them to your liking. All I did for these was added oregano, ground cumin, chili pepper, and 2 garlic cloves, and I heated it up on the stove for maybe 5 to 8 minutes, and they were done. And finally, we're finished. Here's my bowl. I topped it off with some guacamole, of course. I cannot tell you guys how fulfilling this was. I couldn't even go back for seconds. It was so good, and the flavor was on point. I must say that the prep was very time consuming, especially because I was filming at the same time, but in the end it was totally worth it. I would do it again. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for watching.